It's the season of giving, and what better way to welcome us all into the month of Christmas than to look at both the most heartbreaking and some of the funniest Christmas letters sent to Santa Claus. So, on this special month, without further ado, we present to you the 10 kids' Christmas wishes that left Santa Claus in laughter, and some, along with a nation, in tears. Number 12. Please stop them bullying my sister. The letter reads, with a few spelling, punctuation, grammar and whatnot corrections, Dear Santa, my mum said to send you our Christmas list. I wanted a remote control car and a helicopter, but I don't want that anymore. The kids at school are still picking on Amber, the boy's sister, and it's not fair because she doesn't do anything to them and it makes me mad. I prayed that they will stop, but God is busy and needs your help. Is it against the rules to give a gift early? Can you ask the band Big Time Rush to come to Amber's birthday party? It'll make her so happy. If you can't get them to come, just get her everything she asks for. Thanks, Santa. Love, Ryan. P.S. My mum throws the best birthday parties. You can come if you want. Ryan's letter to Santa Claus went viral, and the twins were later invited onto the TV show Good Morning America, where they both got to meet his sister's favourite band, Big Time Rush.
Good tidings for Christmas and a happy new year. We wish you a merry Christmas.
How was that? Alright?
Number 11. Next in line to the Deers. Does Santa Claus ever die? If so, does he have grown-up, next-in-line Santa Clauses to take on his role of delivering presents to kids around the world if he dies? This little guy obviously thinks he does eventually pass away, and there is no one next in line to take hold of Santa's deer, so he thought for his Christmas letter he'd let Santa know that he was a great candidate for the job if Santa did ever need to take a break. The boy wrote, Santa, when you're finished, I could do your job to make sure everyone gets the presents they need, and I think it will be fun. Your best friend, Callum. Either way, who knows? Maybe Santa Claus is currently recruiting, so kids, be nice to Callum in the coming years, otherwise you might get put on the naughty list in a decade down the line. Number 10. Find a cure to Daddy's cancer. Ronnie Harris, a 10-year-old from Ipswich in the UK, asked Santa Claus for something truly special for Christmas, for his dad to be cured. His letter to Santa wrote, Dear Santa Claus, this Christmas I would like one specific thing this year. My dad has a really bad brain tumour, and if you could you please find a cure for him to make him better, and I will be the happiest boy in the world. Merry Christmas, yours sincerely, Ronnie Harris. Thank you. This was written in 2013. It's not known if the dad is still alive or not. Number 9. Amazon in the North Pole. The conspiracy theories are real. Amazon really has taken over the North Pole. This child was obviously born in the 21st century and obviously wanted to make sure Santa Claus didn't get what he wanted wrong in the slightest of ways. Or is it a fake? Thoughts? Number 8. Please donate my presents to African children. A little Italian girl saw some adverts on her TV just before writing her Christmas list to Santa Claus, so decided to ask Santa to send her presents to African children instead. She wrote in her exact own words, Hello Santa, I know that you are listening. Give the gifts I asked for to the black children in Africa with the big bellies, but very skinny, like I saw on TV. I have the toys of last year, and I still like them. Bye! Number 7. Russia and Santa conflict. On to more pressing matters. This little girl is more than likely a politician by now, or an activist of some degree. In 1961, aged 8, she sent mail addressed to Kennedy at the White House regarding her pressing concerns with Russia testing nuclear bombs in the North Pole and the safety of Santa Claus. The letter from the girl to Kennedy, which was only released in 2013, read, Dear Mr. Kennedy, please stop the Russians from bombing the North Pole because they will kill Santa Claus. I am 8 years old. I am in the 3rd grade at Holy Cross School. Yours truly, Michelle Roshan. Kennedy responded with this. Dear Michelle, I was glad to get your letter about trying to stop the Russians from bombing the North Pole and risking the life of Santa Claus. I share your concern about the atmospheric testing of the Soviet Union, not only for the North Pole but for countries throughout the world, not only for Santa Claus but for the people throughout the world. However, you must not worry about Santa Claus. I talked with him yesterday and he's fine. He will be making his rounds again this Christmas. Sincerely, JFK. Number 6. Preferably Mrs. Claus. A little boy was terrified by the sound of some chubby old man coming through his chimney, so he wrote this to Santa at the end of his Christmas list. Please Santa, though can Mrs. Santa come, as it's scary you coming? If she can't come, then don't worry, I don't need presents. I'm sure Mrs. Claus understood the boy's utmost pressing concerns, and on Christmas Eve delivered the presents to him herself, personally. Number 5. Make me the prettiest of them all. A simple and straightforward one. An 11-year-old girl wrote to Santa Claus asking if he would be so kind as to make her prettier than her best friend in school. The letter simply reads, Santa, can you make me a lot prettier than my friend Sabrina? That's my biggest and only wish. Love, Diana. Number 4. The complaint letter. Like the saying goes, you can't please everyone, and this little girl was certainly less than impressed with what Santa Claus bought her. We're not sure what she got last Christmas, but we don't think it's what she asked for. The letter reads, Hi Santa, will you bring me the presents I wish for this year? Last year I didn't want any of that stuff and it made me sad. If you make me sad again this year, I'm going to lock the door so no more Christmases can get in ever again. Don't make me sad, Santa. Already sounds like my wife. Number 2. Find my doggy. Isla Kerr, a 7-year-old girl from Boston, USA, was heartbroken when her terrier dog went missing in 2015. With no luck in finding him, she decided to send another letter to Santa asking him what the best way was to get her doggy back. The handwritten letter reads, Dear Santa, all I want for Christmas is my dog to come back. I do not care about presents. All I care about is my dog Dolly to come back. I miss her so much and love her. Santa delivered. 5 days later, Isla was reunited with her dog Dolly when her pup was spotted in a local park. Number 1. Boy's Final Wish. Eric Matson, 60, dresses as Santa Claus each year to put a smile on kids' faces. One day, as Christmas was coming up, Eric received a call from a nurse at a hospital telling him that a young boy there was very sick and asking to see Santa as a final wish. Eric said he will be on his way there in a while. However, the nurse told him he needed to come straight away. Eric made it to the hospital in 15 minutes. Before entering the room, the boy's mother gave Santa a toy to give to the boy. Entering the room, the boy looked half asleep. Santa told him he can't miss Christmas as he was Santa's number 1 elf. The boy said, Really? Santa assured him he was and gave him the toy. The boy's smile was huge when he saw the present. Then he laid back down. The boy said he was going to die and wondered what to do when he got to the next place. Santa said to tell them that you're Santa's number 1 elf and they'll be sure to let you in. The two had one big hug, and just at that moment, the boy passed away in Santa's arms. Have you, your kids, or your brothers and sisters ever sent a heartbreaking message to Santa? Or one too funny and worthy of the halls of fame? If so, do be sure to let us know in the comments below. Merry Christmas, and whatever you want this year, We hope you get it.
Ho ho ho! Merry Christmas!